G'day, it's Happy Dave, and today we've got 3 live streams that I want to plan for and execute. And that'll mean there'll be actually 4 live streams because this is outside of the other 3. So the thing is, when I'm doing live streams, I can't just wing it. What I've got to do is have a plan of action so that whatever I talk about is cohesive. Now, what the reason for it and the way I'm going about it today is that I've got 3 challenges that I've got to solve today in my business, but I'm trying to balance this idea of being a content creator where I want to get videos out. I want to balance the idea that when I do get a video out, can I automatically turn it into a podcast? This is something I'm doing. Plus, I've got to get stuff done in my business, my day-to-day life. So rather than just do those things in my life, I live stream them so that you can see how I solve problems. And the first problem we're looking at today is, can I plan those 3 live streams? Now, at the moment, I'm in Brisbane, Australia, and it is raining really hard outside. No lightning yet, so if you hear any cracks, that'll be what it is. So let's get into this, and we'll have a look at the reference card I was just reading from. So I just talked about a bit of a hook. This is what we're dealing with today. And this is created as part of a workflow that I did. And the workflow, if we can bring that up as well, I think it's going to be over here, is right here. So this was the live stream planning. The YouTube title that you're watching is right here. And there's other information going on down below. But we don't need to worry too much about it right now because we're going to be planning different workflows. So let's go to the top of, is this the document we should work with? Yeah, I think it is. This is what we need to do. So building AI generated workflows and user interface integration is one live stream I've got to plan. I'll might do that first. Then we've got to do the ChatGPT versus Leonardo AI. With all the stuff going on with ChatGPT images, I thought it might be useful to test a bunch of ideas and test them against Leonardo AI. Now, I've been planning this since last week when it all came out. I haven't had time. That's why I'll do a live stream today. And then the last one is, I just recently spoke at a tech summit, and I should have been able to deliver a course for sale, a 3-day workshop, but I haven't finished that. So maybe I can build that today as well. So we will be referring back to these 3. I guess we'll start off with this one, and we will also start off with brand new chat windows in my Happy Dave research project. Currently, if I just do a quick refresh on that, we're currently looking at the the A43. We're currently in the A43, so the next project will be A44, I guess. But let's come back to here, and let's also jump into an agent workflow builder. We'll just hit refresh on this, check that the live stream's actually running. Looks like it is, and pop in over here, and we'll start doing a video preparation. Now, we are in the wrong tool, so let's go to there and paste that in. Okay, we're currently testing out the video planner workflow. So I've opened up 3 of them. This will be the first one, and we'll go to the video idea and figure out what I'm going to do a live stream on later in the day. So pop in over here, we can see that I want to build AI generated workflows plus user integration. So the situation I've got is that I have an upcoming workshop. The lady that I'm doing the workshop for has some prompt packs. They're very pretty, but they're a little bit primitive. They're from the point of view of, they solve a problem, but I know that with workflows you could take it a lot further. And I was talking to a couple of guys from AI Gentive, it's a workflow automation engine, and I know one of them, and we're looking at how can we implement workflows for this particular person. Let's use her prompt packs as the basic template. But I said to them, what would also be nice is if we could build a user interface over the top of it, basically a micro app, because not everyone wants to work in a conversational bot like we see with ChatGPT. So the live stream that I'll be doing for that session will be essentially educating them on the two people from AI Gentiv on what I need. So it's like building a requirements document. So what I'm going to do is pop in over to, I might pop in just to this view, and we're on the video idea and we've got an initial purpose, and I'm just going to read what I had. So synopsis: explore the creation of an end-to-end agent workflows moving from structured prompts to automated tasks pipeline will generate. This is not what we're doing, so I'm just going to write it first. Create a requirements document for a developer who already has an AI automation platform called AI Gentiv. So that we have a workflow for two different prompt chains that are fairly simple, and we have a user interface created using React or ShadCN, and this will be implemented by the particular developer that we're doing a requirements document for. All I'm doing is fixing the typo that I just noticed there from the speech recognition. So who is the audience? I think the audience: software developers, comma, AI automation experts, comma, agencies who need to communicate with people with more technical nous than them. And what we'll do with this is we'll take a copy of it and we will jump in over to GPT and we will run a brand new prompt based on that particular information and see what it comes up with. While that's happening, now is that coming through at the moment? It certainly is. And I've also, okay, let's get that out of the road. Let's copy this information and come over to our agent workflow builder and make sure that the video purpose and the audience are in place. Now, normally I would read this through a little bit more, but this is a live stream and it's okay if I get things wrong, but I will just give it a quick once over. So demonstrate how to create a clear structured requirements document for a developer working with AI Gentiv automation platform, focusing on building two simple but distinct prompt chains. The video will walk through the full process of translating AI workflow ideas into actionable development tasks. Yep, sounds good. Including designing a front-end interface using React or ShadCN. It's kind of related, but viewers will learn how to effectively scope AI features, documentation, components, and ensure clarity. Now, there's some problems in this, but I can fix this up later in this particular workflow. Target audience, mid to senior developers. I don't know that it is. AI front-end developers, those already considering low-code, no, those people aren't developers, so that's cool. Automation, technical, and AI agencies. This is perfect. This is kind of who I want as well. So we got this information. We'll just go and copy it. And what we're now trying to do, now that we know what the purpose of the video is meant to solve, we know who the target audience is. Let's give it a video goal and a video concept. So The goal will be to equip developers with a practical framework to translate AI automation ideas into clear, actionable requirements, focusing on prompt chaining and user interface design within the AI generative platform. Okay. A step-by-step, like it's not really for that. It's specifically for, it could be N8N, it could be even using an SDK from OpenAI. This is not specific, but we'll leave it for now. So the concept's a step-by-step walkthrough with a fictional developer receives a vague client request and refines it into a structured requirements document along the way. Yeah, okay, that sounds cool. I wasn't going to approach it that way because it's not actually fictional. That is actually a real world concept. We might change this a little bit further and we'll figure out our talking points. So we will be looking at 2 real prompt chains that were delivered in Canva as a visual presentation, comma. We will reverse engineer into raw text for the prompt chain, comma. We will describe how a workflow should be set up where the human in the loop elements are, comma. We will design a technical requirements document for the developer to implement the micro app front end. Now what I'm doing with that piece of information and dropping it in here is I'm taking my raw interpretation of it and just cleaning it up. So review, reverse engineer, outline, and technical draft. This is perfect. This is what I want to talk about in that live stream. So we'll just press copy and no we won't. We'll move over to just reviewing these informations because we've added in some talking points. They're listed and we need to carefully examine them because what we're trying to do is make sure that the information in the goal and the concept match what I'm actually thinking of talking about, and this will tell us and modify if needed. So it tells us why. I don't need to read it. It's saying that the goal and the concept don't need to change. Refocus the walkthrough. Okay, just the concept needs a little bit of change. So theoretically, I don't need to copy that. I can just to make sure it's exactly what's going on there. And we'll copy this one. And we'll just press next. And now, so we're planning our first live stream. I think we've almost got our structure together. It'll create some reference cards. But the first thing I also need to do with this is turn it into a project name. So I'm firstly going to code it. I'm going to go with A44 because that'll be the next one that I do. And we'll run this video project name prompt and get it going. And what this will do is give us a list of them. I'll then pick one that I like for what it's going to be. AI Generative Workflow Builder, no. Prompt Chain UI Scaffold, that's probably closer to what. Developer Requirements, Prompt Chain User Interface Scaffold. That works for me, so I'm just going to drop that in there. I'm also going to drop it down into the project name, and I'm also going to take a copy of these guys and make sure that they're all listed. And so we've tagged it, and okay, that should be the project folder will be A44. This is where, and I'll just show you what I tend to do when I'm doing this sort of stuff. I don't know what I just showed you, something on my terminal. Let's go for a new folder and we'll paste it in there. This is where when I do the recording it'll go. The current recording you're listening to will go into this folder where the thumbnails have already been predefined. But we'll come back here and get our GPT and web view in place and come up with a YouTube title for it. Okay, so we know what our project name's going to be. I wonder if it should be better. We'll just go with it, see what it comes up with. So again, I'm not going to go really hard and furious on these titles. They're going to be close to what I need, I think. How to turn AI prompts into developer docs fast. Maybe. That's kind of what we're going to do, but I'm going to do a little bit more in that live stream, to be honest. That one, that looks good to me. So let's keep that as a title. That is what I'm doing. And we'll keep a record of them all. They might be useful in the future. And we come back to the hook. So what is the hook in the scenario? So this is, the scenario is Bogdan and Adrian and I are collaborating. So look, we'll just say that for now. They're looking to expand and build out their workflow engine, and I'm looking for quick user interface creation that matches an AI workflow. The reason for this is, how do you create human in the loop systems so that we got HI, human intelligence, plus AI, artificial intelligence, to create CI, co-intelligence or creative intelligence. And I'll leave that in place, because I was only saying that to the live stream, but I think it's useful enough for the hook that we do in that live stream. So what if we could combine human intelligence with AI precision to build smarter workflows fast? In this video, we're going to be teaming up to turn teaming up to turn complex AI logic into real interfaces, showing how crowd in the loop systems. What? Where did I get that term from? Did I say crowd somewhere? Crowd. Ah, that's stupid. Okay. We better make sure that's fixed. You know what I'll do? I'll just redo this prompt. I could have asked it to fix it, but often just forking is a smart way to go. So we'll go with this. I don't see human in the loop in that. Okay. Can we anonymize Adrian and Bogdan? I don't know that I need that in the hook. And I do like the term human in the loop, which I can't see anywhere. So generally these workflows do a really good job at getting me planned for a live stream, but the fact that we can play around with things is also quite useful. Yep. Kind of, still wrong. I really do want the hook to say human in the loop somewhere. Oh, sorry, it does. Look at that. I'm not reading it. I'm not reading it fast, thoroughly enough. Sometimes my English fails me. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do this. And is there anything more we need? Yes, there is. So we probably need a thumbnail. This workflow, so part of what we're talking about in this live stream today is, are there deficiencies in the workflow? And there's plenty of them that I know of. So the title could be a lot more advanced. There's no thumbnail. There's no thumbnail reference styling guidelines. There's no YouTube description. So these are all things that are currently missing in this workflow that we're doing today. But some of them we could just do manually. But I think we'll do a planning phase first. Let's get a detailed report, is what we're looking for, of everything that we've put together. Now, I don't generally I don't read this too much. I'm just like looking at it as an idea. How's my video looking? Okay, it's over here. Generally, I'm just looking at it as an idea, and then I just read the reference card, because you can imagine I know what I'm talking about here. There's nothing in here that I really need to get into, but we'll see. How to scope AI features for fast developer handoff. Okay. I need an improvement on that. It's really about how to scope AI workflows to Heitel micro app for fast developer handoff. Now make that a title that would be useful in YouTube, because that's a little bit too long. Give me 4 variations. AI to UI, fast handoff with human in the loop workflows. Maybe it's a little bit vague. It doesn't really quite capture the essence. Create scalable, no. Scope human in the loop AI for developers. That might do. And if we go from AI workflow to dev ready micro cap, did I misspell something? Maybe I did. Scope human in the loop AI for developers. Okay, that might also work. Yeah, let's go with that one. I went with, and we'll just paste it in. And now what we'll do is we'll get ourselves a planning reference card. Press copy on that. Paste this information in. It now knows what the title is going to be. And this is what I would read just before doing the live stream. So the live stream, like this one, it will be very fluid. It'll be whatever happens, happens. This one is going to say scope a human in the loop AI for AI developers. Purpose, to show how AI workflow ideas, how to turn AI workflow ideas into dev-ready docs and simple user interfaces using real-world prompt chains. Cool. Developers, tech engineers, tech consultants, cool. We'll review Canva prompt chains, we'll convert them into text, we'll outline human-in-the-loop steps, and we'll draft a developer-friendly requirements document. That's exactly what I want to do. So, at that point, I think the 2 things I'm missing is, can you give me a prompt that would make sense in Leonardo AI for a thumbnail? Make sure to include the detail that it needs for the thumbnail without going too detailed, because Leonardo AI starts to not work if you've got too much detail. That wasn't a well thought out statement, but it doesn't matter. It's created something. While we're doing that, we'll just jump in over to Leonardo AI. We'll press copy on that. We'll just run it, and okay, cool. And while we do it, we'll also, I want to create it over here in ChatGPT as well, but it's so slow that I will do something else first. Can you create me a YouTube description to go with the title that we've got? Don't worry about chapters. Do include a link to the main channel. So when I go to create this live stream, I won't need to fill in the description. There might be a couple of issues here, and that's a bit wrong. Should be fully qualified. And was there any, and remove React remove shad cn. So why is it still going? Notice that it's still. I'm going to hit refresh on the whole page. How'd our images go? I don't like them. They're not very good. Let's do one other thing. That wasn't a very good prompt for my Leonardo AI. I think I want to showcase the idea that a non-technical person can build a requirements document for a technical person to automate AI workflows with let's see what we get from that. And with this happening too, we'll also just go straight into the image creation concept, create, and let ChatGPT have a go at this as well. But we'll take this information over here. And so what I'll end up doing with that is I'll go over to my live stream thing. So the live stream you're watching is either going to use that graphic or that graphic. I kind of liked this one better, but it's too messy, whereas this one was quite simple. This one was done in Leonardo. This one was done in ChatGPT. ChatGPT actually cuts off the 3 here. Seeing that do that quite a lot, so that's a bit of an issue. But we'll go and have a look at what we got. Still feels wrong. Let's scope in human in the loop. So we'll let them go. I don't think it matters too much for this live stream. Let's just see how far into the live stream we actually are. We're 26 minutes. So we have planned one live stream. We could plan a second live stream. So let's jump in over to here and look at what it is. ChatGPT versus Leonardo AI generative graphics showdown. Side by side of leading AI tools. Great. Using identical prompts. Yep. Okay. Cool. I think that alone is almost enough information for me. So I'm going to pop into a new live stream plan. I'm going to code it. We're going to go with A45. That sounds good for me. We'll just jump into the video idea, and I'm going to grab, so you can't see what I'm doing. That's a problem. Let's jump in over here, and we'll just say the initial purpose. Prompt pack challenge across. I don't know whether that one statement there is actually useful. I just want to take the first bit. I also want to make sure that when we do it, it's not DALL-E 3 via the new, I don't know whether they call it DALL-E 3 actually, via the new ChatGPT image generation engine. We'll call it that. And our initial audience will be for anyone wanting to know about AI art for business and fun, I guess. Something simple like that. Well, broad, I guess. It'll come up with something for me better later on, and we'll just paste that in and see what sort of ideas it comes up with us. Now look at that, it's not doing anything, and I wonder if it's because the image is being generated. That's the other thing, I've just lost context on the screen. Why? ChatGPT has been having a lot of troubles lately, hasn't it? Scope human in the loop for AI. In the loop AI for developers. That's going to be pretty cool, by the way. Let's jump in over here. Let's paste that one in. That's our starting point. I'll show you what this could have looked like. So we pick that image. We jump in over to Canva. Go and duplicate that for a second. Detach. Get it out of there. And we don't know what we're going to say. We're going to say hello world for now. And we're going to move it down here, and we paste it in, and we see what we get. That to me might be a really good starting point for the podcast. We just got to figure out what hello world's going to be later. That's also another thing missing from that planning workflow, is that I don't have thumbnail text ideas. Now I do that in other workflows, just not in my live stream plan. Okie doke. Let's and let's also look at this. These failed, in my opinion. These are failures, and the reason they're failures is one of the things that you got to do when you're using Leonardo AI is not just state what you want, but really get detailed on the style and the design that you want. When you get those two things right, this does an awesome job. So I've got better versions down below where I knew the style I wanted, but here I didn't specify a style, and you get this really, it just looks really AI generated when it's done this way. So we'll pop in over to our workflow that we're about to unleash. It's A45. We've got our stuff going on here. We've started it, and it's compare the visual output and performance of ChatGPT's image generation engine and Leonardo AI across 4 creative content types. Character. Okay, that's wrong. It's not 4 types, it's a list of categories. I haven't figured out what they are, but there'll be about 10 or even 12 categories. Now it's also got professionals, 25 to 45. They are tech savvy, interested. Okay. I wonder why it's not just general business people. Like, I would have thought everyone wanted this. Okay, so comparison. I'll go with that. I don't know why it got very specific on it, but we'll run with it. So that's the purpose. That's the audience. And from there, we'll figure out a goal for this video and a concept that we're going to deliver when we do the live stream. Help professionals identify which AI generation tool, GPT or Leonardo, delivers the best results for their specific design and content needs. A fair, prompt-controlled comparison. Yeah, cool. High energy visual walkthrough comparing ChatGPT and Leonardo AI side by side across channels. Okay. Now, the thing that I'm finding also interesting about this particular live stream when I go to do it is I don't think I can do it because the ChatGPT side of things is so slow. It's such a beautiful images that it produces, but they take forever, and it's like it locks up your ChatGPT while it's happening. So I don't know whether this is going to be a live stream that I can pull off, but we'll see. And then we move on to the next one, and we go, what is it? Talking points. What are the talking points? What's the pros and cons of both tools, comma, when would you use one tool for a specific category over another? How do concepts like text look in different systems? Which one's prettier? We'll go with that, paste it in, and now we've got 4 areas that we can have as talking points. This will now influence exactly what the current goal and concept are. So we'll just paste that in, run it. Now, when it says justification, it helps me think that it's changing something, so it's got a slight update to the concept. We'll just take it. I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to work out a project name for this live stream later today. We already have a project code. It's the A45. AI Art Tool Duel, Generative Showdown, Creative AI Face-Off. I like that. Okay, so let's project name ideas. Go with that. I'm thinking of the movie Face-Off, which I think had John Travolta and someone else. We'll go with that. And we'll go and find a YouTube title for this podcast. Okay. I get really tired of it doing these comparisons. They don't tend to help me too much. Okay, what do we got? Compare AI art tools. Which is best? That simple one might be good enough. Let's bring it into focus. Look, for me it's either number 2 or number 6. So what we'll do is we'll select everything. We'll say prefer this one. We'll make sure our titles have been updated over here. And for now we'll just keep it as that. And we'll just say pros and cons. I think that's what I want to do. And we'll move to the next area. We'll get a hook. What is the hook? Now this is a live stream in this case. I'm going to look through different image categories, come up with some different image prompts, and then try to generate the images in both Leonardo AI and ChatGPT in real time. The goal is to see what both tools can do and to find out whether there are any limitations and just document them as we go. Warning, I believe the ChatGPT will not be a successful test because of performance issues with the OpenAI platform, but we'll see how it goes. So we paste that in, and from here we'll get some sort of script hook. What happens when you give the same prompt to the top 2 AI image generators, Leonardo and ChatGPT Live, in real time? Let's find out which one nails it and which one breaks. In this video I'll test. Okay, cool. They're both cool. We'll take that, we'll paste it in, we'll move on, we'll get a planning brief in place, and we'll paste that in, and then while that's happening we'll get a planning reference card, because I'm just going to trust that this is all okay, and we're going to paste it in. And now this is what I would talk about directly at the beginning of the video. What happens when you give the same prompt to 2 top AI image generators, Leonardo AI and ChatGPT, in real time? Let's find out which nails it and which one breaks. And then the goal and the concept is that it's a side-by-side real-time test of image generation tools. Pricing and limitations. Oh, cool, we got these talking points. So we're done. We can now move on. Well, should we create a thumbnail? What idea would you suggest for a thumbnail? Okay, let's just create it. And while it's doing that, we'll take all this information. We'll jump in over to Leonardo and we'll see how it comes. Now this one will take a while. One of the things I'm forgetting to do, and this is one of the things that you learn when you're using the different tools, I should be saying 16:9 because I actually want a wide aspect ratio on this image. Now this one's happening automatically because I've got 16:9 turned on. So anyway, what do we got? AI face-off. These are cool. Yep, that's okay. That would be cool for the video. So what we might do is we'll just copy that and we'll just jump in here and we'll do a duplicate on that and we'll detach the image and we'll paste it in. And why is it not pasting in? Somehow I've picked the wrong concept. So we click on that, we copy the image, we come in over here and we paste it, and we're ready to go on that one as well. Cool. So let's move over to AI face-off. ChatGPT Leonardo. ChatGPT, whatever that's meant to be. But this is like that's pretty cool too, you know. And the good thing about that one is if we do copy it and we jump in over here and we do a duplicate, at which point we will detach, we'll paste, we'll click, we'll delete, we'll drop, and I don't think AI art, I'm not sure whether I'll ever be able to make this one work in that frame. I might have to do another frame for it. Yeah, we'll leave it for now. I can figure that out later. Great, let's move on to the next workflow because I don't think there's anything else I need to do. I could do a YouTube description, but not really needed. So now we move over to here. We're going to start one more live stream plan, and this is for a 3-day workshop that I'm planning. Okay, so what am I trying to do here? So I recently did a tech summit. The talk I gave was good. I was on the AI panelists, that was good, and people were interested in what I was talking about, and I thought I need a 3-day paid workshop to market, but I didn't have it ready. And this is now, it's like a week and a half ago that this all happened. So I'm trying to get a workshop done today. And how far into this are we? We're 43 minutes. And this is probably, well, everything I've got to do today is important. So I'm not sure when this one's getting done. So let's just start it, I guess. So we'll copy the information. We'll go to web view. We'll go to web GPT view, and we'll say initial purpose, behind the scenes. And I wonder if I want to take all the information that's in there. I think I do. I don't think I need the key points. They're not that relevant. Audience. Entrepreneurs interested in AI automation, comma, YouTubers interested in YouTube automation, comma, content creators interested in content automation. That'll do me. Pop in over here and we'll paste that information in. Am I in the wrong area? It looks like I am. We're starting a brand new chat. So here's our brand new chat. while that one's writing, I might just come back to this one and go up to here. Make sure this is called A45 face-off. One of the things that I really want to do when you're doing this is just make sure that you're naming things as you go. And I can't see where it is. Anyone on the thing see where it is? Refining. Oh, there it is. There it is. Rename. Click in there. Cool. Pop in over here and see what it's doing. We've got document real-time planning process for a 3-day immersive workshop. Great. Copy that information. We'll come over to the workflow that we're planning. It's a purpose, which we can fill in here. And we've got a target audience. Mid-career digital entrepreneurs. Why mid-career? Where did that come from? Did I get a typo? Let's look for the word mid. Not sure why it did that. That's just an odd word, I think. Target audience. Let's just go digital entrepreneurs. From that, let's work out a video goal. Showcase the behind the scenes of a 3-day of planning a 3-day workshop to equip content creators, entrepreneurs, and okay, let's change this a little bit and say using ChatGPT. Let's not do that. Let's keep that the way it is because we can deal with it in the talking points. So we'll keep the information, move over to our talking points and say, we will plan the workshop using a fact sheet of information about what we need and ChatGPT to come up with a plan of action. And then finally, we will visualize the workshop using and by adding those two in, we're likely to change. I added in Gamma AI and Canva as talking points because it will actually change the goal and everything. Because we now, or especially stuff like the hook, because we now know what tool we're going to use. So the talking points have been added. We can move to the video goal reassessment. This is a quality check, this one, and this is where it's going to look at the current goal and concept and modify it based on the talking points. The real-time walkthrough for ideation and visual tools like Gamma provide practical insights into designing. So it looks like this is the only area we need to change. We've got it in place. We'll move over to the project naming conventions. We'll press copy. We'll let it run. And we're just coming up with AI workshop planning jam. Behind the scenes AI works. Building a 3-day, there's the one. It's a 3-day AI workshop design. So we'll put it in. We'll take that. We'll make sure it's got our A45, I think that's the one we're doing. And we'll remove that, put that in, we're good. Take that. This is the project name that I like, and this should then give me an actual project name. It's not, but we'll do that. I think I need to improve that prompt. So the project name prompt is not coming through the way I want. And we'll get a YouTube title from this now. So when I do this live stream later today, the YouTube title will probably be something along the lines of plan a 3-day AI workshop from scratch. Maybe it's more than planning, it's actually plan and execute. I like the first one, plan a 3-day, but it's really plan and create the copy or the presentation or the flyer. It's not just planning for the workshop, it's also the creative visualization. So what we'll do, I don't know why it did a single one. Slides, copy, visuals. Slides, copy, visuals. No. It's for a brief, but this is the document that you would send out to the marketing company. I'm going to leave it. I can improve that later on. And do we have a hook? What's the scenario? Okay. I had a successful tech summit where I presented a 30-minute talk, and it meant that people were interested in seeing a 3-day implementation as a workshop. In this video, what we're going to do is design the flyer so that we can market to those people. Okay, let's just take this information. We've got our hook, we've got our overview, which I'm going to trust for today, maybe look into it later, and then we're just into the final section. Now, is it relevant that I show you this a little bit? Maybe not. I'll just show you both and then close out this video because we are done. At the moment, I now have a plan of action around 3 live streams that I'd like to do today. I've already done one. It's the one that you're watching. Basically, plan and design a 3-day AI workshop. Plan and design a copy, slides, and visuals. Yeah, okay. Creators, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, and automation fans. Show how to plan and visualize a 3-day workshop from structure to copy to design in real time. Share practical strategies for scalable AI-powered workshop. Document style video using GPT, Gamma AI, and Canva. Cool, sounds good. So with that said, we are finished with this live stream. And as the first of 4 in a day, what I've done is I've gained myself a bit of clarity around the 3 other tasks I've done. So I've done my daily planning, I guess, for 3 separate tasks. Then, because those tasks are both to be executed by me, but also to be presented in a video, it's all put in such a way that it will make sense to anyone watching the particular live stream. So that said, I'm Appy Dave. Please like and subscribe. If you head over to the Appy Dave channel, that's where I do normal content. With this channel, this is where I test out ideas like we're doing today. I also have started turning these ideas into a podcast, which is a lot more consumable than what you're seeing right now. Anyway, Appy Dave, like and subscribe. See you in the next video.